Hey, YouTube. Y'all see from the title, y'all know what we're gonna be talking about. Brittany Renner. You already know who she is. We expect nothing more, we expect nothing less. Brittany has been very vocal about her sex life from for years now, beginning of time, right? She even tried her little chameleon role to get on Kevin Samuels and pretend like she's trying to change. She had a conversation with Andrew Tate, pretending like she's trying to change. But once a 304, always a 304, they will always revert back to their ways. No, I came across this video of her, and apparently she did an interview with Shannon Sharpe, and of course, they were talking about her sex life because literally that is all Brittany Renner can discuss in interviews, her sex life. Now, though I'm not interested in it really, Shannon did say something that stood out to me that I wanted to highlight. And that's what I'm going to use this video, this opportunity to highlight Shannon's point. But before we dive into it, y'all, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. As always, the conversations we have over here can be a little triggering, but points out where I lie though. I know somebody's gonna be pissed off about this conversation, but points out where I lie.
It burns! It burns!
But it is what it is, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. Take a listen to this interview.
There was a video that I did in my car where I was talking about how I had sex with, was it 3 men in a day?
Yes.
And then I ended up getting a yeast infection.
Yes.
I came out pretty unscathed for just a yeast infection,
right?
Considering what I could have gotten.
Right. But did you think?
So I think about the ramifications of telling people that I had sex with multiple men. Yes, I don't care. It's the truth. If you don't see me as a potential dating person, then great. One less heart to break.
One less heart to break. If you, after having sex with 3 men in 24 hours, if a man don't want to pick her up, she's saying it's one less heart for her to break. But that's not even the point that I'm trying to address. Let's continue.
Me alone, and I'm going to continue to live my truth.
But you do understand, Brittany, that's hard for a man. Look, like you said, public versus private. Now, if you and I having a conversation, and you're sitting here, we have a conversation, and you say, well, Shannon, I slept with this many men. Okay, that's one thing. That's between you and I. But to have that conversation and then everybody, Sam, John, and everybody else knows it, that's a whole different ball game, Brittany.
That's fine with me. I mean, I feel that.
But see, that's selfish because all you're thinking about is you. What about him? He has got to be with you.
He has got to be with me.
No, what I'm saying.
He has the privilege to be with me. Okay. Because you know how many women you've slept with?
Wait, y'all, let's take a pin on that part. He has the privilege to be with someone who has slept with 3 men in 24 hours and is vocal. What privilege?
What?
What is the privilege? How does a man have a privilege to be with someone who is so vocal about their sex life, who is so promiscuous and does not feel embarrassed about it? How is that a privilege? It doesn't even make no sense. No.
No.
And hear now how she starts to get defensive, y'all. Hear how she starts to move the goalpost, because that's what they do best. Present a logical perspective, and then they start moving the goalposts, and then they've activated the hyenaism within them. Let's take a listen.
Brent,
do you know how many women you slept with? Yes or no?
I'm doing the interview.
Do you know how many women you slept with?
Yes.
Double digits? Triple digits?
What does that have to do with anything?
There we go. Sit back in this position.
Brittany.
Double or triple?
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do? You are the one being interviewed, and then you want to bring up this man's sex life as if he was the one who went public with his sex life. They're discussing the topic of her being public with her sex life. No, she got to deflect. She got to move the goalpost. She got to turn it around and say, what about the man? This is how they operate. This is the mindset of majority of them. Let's continue.
Brittany, I'm the interviewer. You are the interviewer.
I can't ask any questions?
You can ask questions.
Okay, so
when you have your podcast, invite me on and you and I have this conversation, okay? Now, back to our originally normal scheduled program. You do understand that a man pride his woman to know, look, I don't have any problem, 3 bodies, 4 bodies, 5 bodies, 10 bodies. That what you did before me, long as you, you know, I'm pretty lenient because I'm kind of, you know, lawyers, doctors, exotic dancers. Yeah. So you love what, you know, you love what you love.
Wow.
But it's a high bar to hurdle if she makes things that she's done
There's a video that I did in my car where
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
sorry, the
talking
video
about
got cut
how-
off, but yes, he's 100% right. When she makes what she has done public, that is the issue. No, I'm not advocating for women to be 304s, for young girls to be 304s, and as long as you just keep it private, nah. 3 bodies in 24 hours is nothing short but disgusting. Brittany Renner's sex life is nothing short but disgusting. The whole issue, though, is her being so public with it, and she knows an issue with it. And again, she gets so defensive. She has this mindset, well, if men can do it, I can do it too. The feminists
lies.
And I wanted to highlight this comment. I saw this comment, and she said, if you guys can see it, the commenter said, she's getting too ahead of herself. Who cares that men sleep with multiple women? That doesn't mean you should sleep with a bunch of men. Forget that. It's just all about respecting yourself. F what men do. That's the only time they care about what men doing. That's the only time they want to bring men into the conversation, is when they say, oh, well, they do it too. When since women started following men's leadership? Come on now, let's talk about it. When since women started obeying men's action? Come on.
No.
It's so funny. We want to follow what men do when it's something that's detrimental to us. But every time, everything else, when a man say, hey, follow my leadership, it's no, absolutely not. But when it comes to sleeping around, when it comes to having multiple bodies, that's when we want to now start following men leadership. As the commenter said, why does it matter how much body Shannon has? Focus on you, focus on yourself. In the middle of an interview, she wants to highlight his body count like this. This is not what the topic is about. But it's that defense mechanism. They walk around acting as if they can be equal as men, but when you present them with logical points, when you present them with logical perspectives, they want to get triggered. As I said, we know Brittany has been a 304 since the beginning of time, right? We know that's what she's known for. She prides herself on being a 304. She prides herself on being public with her body count. Which, by the way, sidebar, she claims that she has a 35 body count. Come on now. You don't have to be good at math to know that if a woman has sex with 3 men in 24 hours, if she has a potential to have sex with 3 men in 24 hours, we know that her body count, it is not 35. All right.
You're gonna learn today.
But that is besides the point. She prides herself on being promiscuous because we were brainwashed to think that, oh, if men do it, we can do it too. Young ladies, take care of yourself. Have pride in yourself. Respect yourself. Respect your body. A blind man can see how hurt Brittany Renner is. A blind man can see the emotional damage she's dealing with. You see how defensive she get? Even just the other day, she throwing water at some men. She has a lot of emotional baggages, a lot of emotional damages, and she tries to hide that behind her sex life. But at the end of the day, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. And if anybody highlights that and points it out, then, we see how she get. But for those of us who, use our common sense, for those of us who have dignity, who have class, we try to use her as an example to teach the younger generation to not go down that path, right?
Don't do that here.
Respect yourself, respect your body, and know that the behavior like Brittany Renner, people like Brittany Renner, is not somebody to respect and to look up to. Trash. Right? Trash, bottom of the barrel trash. And it just is what it is. Brittany Renner, who can give her body to 3 men within 24 hours. A comment had said that, that was some smelly sex because she did not shower. She did not shower within the 24 hours, unless those men run a train on her or something. That is disgusting. But somebody like Brittany Renner, who can give her body to 3 men within 24 hours, is trash. Bottom of the barrel trash.
I said what I said.
But then now she's thinking that it's going to be a privilege to be with her. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You know, we have these uncomfortable conversations that burn sometimes, but I mean, at the end of the day, we have to have it. We have to highlight it because society is pushing one narrative, right? Feminists pushing one narrative. You can do as men do, but if we were to stop and think about it logically, no, we really can't. Hit the like button, y'all. Thank y'all so much for pulling up to this conversation. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see y'all in the next video. It is your girl, Chantel. Take care.
Man, this is some bullshit.